Hey everybody, and welcome to a new video. We're on our way to WWE Survivor Series, and I already did a fantasy booking on the teams. They turned out a lot different than I fantasy booked them. But today we're doing another video, and we're going to talk about the top possible opponents for Dolph Ziggler's Intercontinental Championship. So as you know, Dolph Ziggler is going to defend the Intercontinental Championship against a Raw superstar at Survivor Series. So what does that even mean? If the guy from Raw wins the title, does the title go to Raw, or does that superstar go to SmackDown? We still don't know, and I really think WWE will keep us in the dark about it again, as they always tend to do. So now I was kind of figuring out who could be the guy to face Dolph Ziggler at the pay-per-view. Since there are no really feuds going on, there's really nothing that could be easy to predict. But I figured out some superstars that could possibly face them, and we're going to take a look at all of those in this video. So the first possible opponent I could see Dolph Ziggler facing is Rusev. And now, Rusev just lost his United States Championship feud to Roman Reigns, and he has really nothing to do. He took the jackhammer from Goldberg on Raw, and it seems like there's not really a storyline that Rusev is involved in at the moment. Of course, you could also put him in Team Raw, but I think that place is going to be filled by Seth Rollins. So I think Rusev is a pretty good possibility on facing Dolph Ziggler for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series. So I think Rusev has a pretty good chance on being the guy to face Dolph Ziggler at Survivor Series. And now we all remember that awful Rusev Dolph Ziggler mid-card, not really mid-card even, was it like kind of an undercard feud in the summer. It was awful. And since then, both superstars have evolved a lot. So Rusev gained a lot of prestige with his United States Championship run. Dolph kind of is getting there. He's not really the jobber that he was back in the day anymore. So this match would be a lot different. There are definitely other superstars I would prefer to see face Dolph Ziggler, but I wouldn't be too mad if this was the pairing for Survivor Series. Next off, I have a guy that probably doesn't have too much of a chance on facing Dolph Ziggler, and if it would have been 2 months ago, I would have really wanted him to be the guy, but as of right now, I'm pretty confident with his place on the card, and I'm speaking about Cesaro. And a few months ago, like I said, I would have said, make this match, have Cesaro win, and let him go over to SmackDown. But right now, the stuff that he does with Sheamus is actually pretty good. It's pretty entertaining, and I want to see that continue kinda, and I cannot imagine WWE giving Sheamus or Cesaro a title match against Dolph. So, I think this is not going to happen. Still would be a really good match, but I think this is definitely an unlikely one. Speaking of unlikely ones, this would of course be an awesome match, but I really do think Neville has no chance on being the guy to take on Dolph Ziggler just because of how weakly he has been booked lately. The match would have been awesome, but it seems like they don't even think Neville's good enough to compete in the Cruiserweight division where he should be in, but WWE seems to not care. And I don't think Neville has a chance to be the opponent for Dolph at Survivor Series. Now, who is a guy that you should never count out, and a lot of people will get mad about that, is the Big Show. And do we want to see this? No, we don't. But Kevin Dunn, Vince McMahon, you never know. I think Big Show always has a chance on getting back into the picture, and I could even imagine them giving him a title shot because he is on the way out, as I heard. so he's only kind of doing part-time work. I hope they decide to not give him another title run, but Big Show is definitely a guy you can never count out of this. So let's all hope this is not going to happen, but I definitely see a small possibility that Big Show could be the one facing Dolph Ziggler at Survivor Series. And now we're going to cover the most likely candidate to be the one to face Dolph Ziggler at this year's Survivor Series. And I hope, and it should be Sami Zayn. And how you gotta do it is have Sami Zayn win this. You probably didn't expect me to say that, did you? Because I'm a huge Dolph Ziggler fan. But have Sami Zayn win the belt and have him come to SmackDown. Sami Zayn on SmackDown, that would be freaking awesome. There are so many possibilities for him on SmackDown, and on Raw he kinda is a nobody right now. After he won his match against Kevin Owens, who's now the Universal Champion, Sami Zayn was used so weakly, and I really just do hope that they go ahead and do this match for Survivor Series. Give these guys more than 15 minutes and they will steal the show. I even do remember the bragging rights show. It was the second bragging rights pay-per-view. You know, bragging rights was the pay-per-view back then where Raw battled SmackDown. And in the opening match, they had Dolph Ziggler versus Daniel Bryan, and that match stole the show, and it was an awesome match. And I think this pairing right here has the chance to recreate something very similar to the Dolph Ziggler Daniel Bryan match back in the day. If you have not watched that, if you forgot about it, you should watch that match. That was awesome. And bragging rights was really a meh show, but I kind of always remembered that match about the pay-per-view. So it was a really good one, and if you give these two guys enough time, they can make something magic happen, I think, at Survivor Series. This is the way to go. This is how it should go. So apparently Sami Zayn, there was a picture on WWE.com that revealed him as the 5th member of the Raw team. And I really hope that is not true, because they should put Seth Rollins on that team and go with Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler for Survivor Series. Like I said, this would tear the roof off the place. This would steal the show, I'm pretty sure. Give Sami the belt, have him come to SmackDown, and everything should be cool. I think that would be really awesome. Let me know what you guys think about Dolph Ziggler's Survivor Series opponent. Who do you think it will be? Like I said, I really do hope it's Sami Zayn. There are some other candidates that I could see getting the spot, but let's just hope it will be Sami Zayn. And as always, guys, I really appreciate you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave me a like. That is always really appreciated. Check out the description box below. I linked some figures from this video. You can grab them on Amazon for the cheapest price. And if you buy it through my link, Amazon will shoot a small amount of your purchase back to the channel. So that would be really appreciated. And like I said, guys, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to watch another video that will pop up somewhere here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.